They are a small community now consigned to the rocky and mountainous parts of the North Rift. To the outside eye, they are a people with seemingly expansive lands, territory bordered by dark hills swathed in rain clouds on the horizon. These are the Endorois, a sub-tribe of the Kalenjin, population 60,000, and now claiming their ancestral land from the government. Despite their humble existence, they are making history by seeking retribution from Africa's highest office of human rights after failing to get justice in Kenyan courts.
The African Union has taken this decision, ostensibly calling upon the government of Kenya to respond immediately to its own recommendations, which includes the Endorois community should be given back its land. They should have unrestricted access to Lake Bogoria.
It all began in the 1970s when the government evicted the Endorois people, a traditionally pastoralist community, from their homes around Lake Bogoria to make way for a national reserve. For years, they tried unsuccessfully to persuade the government, local authorities and the Kenya Wildlife Service to reverse the policy of eviction, but to no avail. Furthermore, subsequent alleged attempts to seek a share of the revenue accrued from the park from authorities also fell on deaf ears. And so, with little alternative, they moved into their new territory, land, they say, with little pasture and no water, a situation they claim has caused untold suffering to the community and their livestock.
We are moved suddenly to an area where there were no grass. Then you ask your parents, what's the problem? They say the government has decided that this place is supposed to be a national reserve.
And so in 2003, they took their case before the African Union to the African Commission on Human and People's Rights in the Gambia. And finally, 7 years later, they received a reprieve. In a historic ruling of an international tribunal last week, the African Commission ruled that the Endorois' eviction from their traditional land for tourism development had indeed violated their human rights. The Commission said that the eviction, with minimal compensation, had violated the rights of an indigenous people to property, health, culture, religion and natural resources. It further ordered Kenya to restore the community to their historic land and compensate them.
Community have for quite a long time fought around this. It's been a long struggle.
Headquartered in the Gambia, the African Commission on Human and People's Rights is a landmark human rights treaty which came into force in 1986 and was ratified by Kenya in 1992. Today, the Endorois are a happy lot. It has been a 36-year-long wait to be reunited with their ancestors, and this is where they hope to return. The ruling by the African Commission is considered historic for Africa's indigenous peoples, but for national governments is one that will create a major legal precedent. Beatrice Marshall, KTN Weekend Prime.